either you go with this one, or you choose to go with this one. P120. I also have this, which is like 220. I don't really know which one to go with, but I will rug up the surface on these ones a little bit. So the brackets, they did not come painted. They come like as raw as can be. Right, so with this paper, which was P120, right? It rugs up the surface a little bit, and this is what I need. So I will continue with this bracket, and I will continue with this. Goes from there to there. More or less, let's say 22.5 centimeter. And the width of the bracket is 4 centimeter. The width here is, let's say, 8.5. Let's say 8 centimeter. More or less 7. The hole where you put the lamp is, let's say, more or less 19 millimeter. 9 millimeter. The holes are pretty much the same, like the one on the top. More or less 5 mil. One bracket, 238 gram. I have no idea what the dry time is, but since it's in the sun, oh, look at me. I will just let it be here for, let's say, 1 hour, and then I will have a look. Maybe I'm a nerd, but I don't believe 100% in just letting them hang, spray, letting them hang and spray, and then you're finished. Because look at this. The thread, the line, the thread, the whatever hanging there, that's not okay. Because in my world, okay, it's an area where the spray has not reached. So I don't like that. So I will let them dry, and then I will maybe flip them over like this, right? So with some hooks there, because then I can just place it up and down how I want. And now I'm going to cover up that right there. I'm going to work with this, which is state-of-the-art spray, whatever, good, top deluxe. This you can apply without primer. It's a little bit scratched on the edges and so on. So the reason I went with this one is because it's quality, and the brackets are going to be exposed for sun, wind, rain, salty water and so on. So I have sprayed now 3 coats of this, and it's about, I would say, 20% left in here, something like that. So the brackets comes with nuts and washers. So you will need to open your toolbox, and then you grab the 13 mil that will fit. It's like a working light from Ledson. Look at this beast, seriously. Very like heavy duty cable as well. You can see when I hold it in my palm here. If I compare this to the other, okay, almost the same size, but I don't know, it just feels more reliable, this one. I mean, whatever floats your boat, right? You can go with this, and you can also go, of course, with a more simple bracket like this. But I chose to go with something else today. So, let's mount. Check it out. You see how close it is? We are talking like 2 mil. You will need this one, like H4 something, to mount this one here. And then you should end up with something like this. So of course the big difference is the quality and the mountings and whatnot. It comes with a very short cable here, it reaches to here. And then I need to extend it with something like here, exactly here, which is pretty weird. The mountings is pretty straightforward. We just place it here on the edge there, and then you just tighten these 3 screws there, and it sits. And then you can attach it a little bit, and I don't really like it. On the other one, it sits on a very proper bracket attached here, and then it mounts there on top. The cable is also pretty long, comes down to here, and then you attach it to this one, so you can like disconnect it whenever you want, right? And it also looks better. Check it out. Right? It looks way better than this one. So I chose to go with this cable in there and this cable in here, in this one, because I did not want to pull the cable in here all the way. So what's going to happen now is this comes in here for the left one, the other one comes in there. So I'm going to connect them together like in here somewhere, and then to the remote. My friends. Unbelievable. This time I have something to place it on. That's nice. And then it looks like this, huh? So it may look complex, but it is not. Just the cable come in here from the Bonnet ditch lights, goes into relay and a little bit around here in the fuse block and away to the remote switch. You remember the remote switch? This one for the gray water valve. I also going to use this, the letter C for the lights here, because I want to be able to turn them on and off when the van is off. So I took another relay to put in here, and then I changed the fuse in there to a 10 amp. That's enough. It's also a 10 amp here, and then it comes into here to the remote switch, Bonnet ditch lights there. And then when I press the C, look in the window there, you see the van, there it comes on, right? See, there it is, and there it is. Just sweet. It's a hell of a light. I mean, maybe not on picture in bright sunlight, but it's really so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to wait until it gets darker, and then let's hit the forest. Then we will see what they can do. And now it's pretty dark, so let's go for a ride. So it's not completely dark street, but if I turn the lamp off the van and then I turn the ditch lights on, really nice. Check it out. Plus the lamps on the van, plus the full. And if I turn the ditch lights off, yeah, for sure it makes a difference. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to take my yellow vest and I'm going to walk 100 steps, and every 25 steps I'm going to wave a little bit.